At King of the Table 14, in the third round of the East vs West 95 kg world title match, Rustam Babayev got injured by Todd Hutchings and then he had to forfeit the super match. Before we discuss Rustam's injury update, let's have a discussion about 3 surprising reactions from some arm wrestlers which I've seen about this situation. First one is from Coach Ray. Coach was saying that since Rustam is getting injured again and again, he has to stop this immediately, because if he doesn't, his career at the top level of arm wrestling may end forever. And I do kind of agree with this, because if you keep getting injured in the same spot again and again, it can become your weakness forever, and then arm wrestlers start exploiting that and you're not the same level anymore. But Rustam did come back stronger after the first injury against Malin. And although shoulder injuries are never fun, this injury also didn't seem that serious. Of course, he may need some time to recover, but nothing career ending. And the second surprising reaction was from Devon. Devon was saying as if Rustam did a very irresponsible move to quit the super match. He was saying that you don't quit in a world title match. That is not a warrior's spirit. That is not a champion's spirit. Rustam should have continued, because that was a very important opportunity.
You think about that match and you think, oh, Rustam's up 2-0. Rustam's up 2-0. First of all, what are you living for? You pull out and you're up 2-0. What are you saving yourself for? What do you say? I mean,
It was Rustam's impulsive reaction to immediately kind of jump in pain and lay down his arm. He couldn't continue after that. So I don't think there was any point in trying to come back to the table. He would have gotten flash pinned anyways. I know Devon did the same against Levan Saginashvili in the first match, but did it result in anything good? Of course, nothing bad resulted from that, because Devon was on the table the next week, but it could have been more serious than that. So I'm with Rustam on this one. I think he made the right choice to quit the match right then and there. The exact same thing which he did against Malin. So Rustam recently uploaded a video on his Instagram. He said that he has some hematoma in his bicep near his shoulder, which is a fancy term for a blood clot. He was saying that yes, he is injured. People shouldn't be doubting him. There was a big problem with range of motion, especially external rotation of his shoulder. Now things are getting better. His shoulder is loosening up and he has already started training with some light weights, trying to recover from the injury. He's also on some anti-inflammation therapy. He'll be on it for 2-3 weeks, and after that he'll give us another injury update, whether he's ready to compete or whether he's ready to train seriously or not. I'm a big Rustam Babayev fan, so I hope he comes back to the table very soon and very strong. And I forgot to talk about the third surprising reaction, and it comes from Rustam himself. I'm quite sure he didn't create this post himself. I think it's Arm Wrestling Zone, because it's a collaboration post, but still Rustam shared this on his Instagram page. Let's see what it says. At King of the Table 14, Rustam didn't just compete, he dominated, going up 2-0 against the relentless Toddzilla. Nope, Rustam didn't dominate. The match was very close. In fact, despite Rustam being up 2-0, many arm wrestlers were still saying that Todd Hutchings is going to win this match. And then the disaster struck. Injury. But Rustam did not fall. With the heart of a titan and the soul of a warrior, he made the ultimate call to stop the match, to hand over the title. He did not hand over anything. That title was there with Todd Hutchings to begin with. It was his title. Todd Hutchings handed over the title to himself. Rustam didn't do anything to protect the sport, his opponent, and his legacy. How did he protect his opponent? This Arm Wrestling Zone is a weird guy. Rustam shouldn't be sharing posts with him. Or maybe he's also Ukrainian, so they just tried Google Translate and things are lost in translation. It could be any of that. Anyways, moving on to the next news. Yesterday, Georgy Svetkov uploaded this on his Instagram page. Very bad injury. And I think he didn't even need to write that. We can clearly see that. So it's most probably a distal bicep tendon rupture, and it will take a few months to recover. Whether Georgy is going to go for surgery or not, that needs to be revealed by Georgy, because he has not given us any injury update. But this is getting common for Georgy as well. In his right-handed match, he got all bruised up against Jerry Caderet, and now it has happened on the left arm. So his right is still solid. He can compete on that arm, but for a month or so, he'll have to do some light work only, even on the right arm. And when is he going to be back on the left? His left was already pretty down from its top because he had a few surgeries in 2017, I think it was. It had never been the same since then. And now, another surgery. Georgi may be out from left-handed competition for a very long time, at least from the top 10 level. Recently, Sarah Backman had another surgery on her left shoulder, and now another top-level female arm wrestler will have to undergo a similar surgery, Malin Kleinsmith. So she said that, I will have a surgery on my subscapularis on 4th of June. The doctor said it will take up to 16 months to be able to compete at the same high level again. I injured my shoulder in the latest match 2 months ago, so maybe she's talking about the Fear Isaac match, which she lost pretty badly. Maybe that was the reason. Heard something break, but didn't feel the pain instantly. So I wish her speedy recovery as well. Looks like a video dedicated on injuries. Please mention if you like this format or not, and let's hope for the best. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again.